What if the internet has been asking the wrong question for years about Carol Vorderman? Not about her career, not about her intelligence, not even about her legacy on British television, but about her body. A single image, a single angle, and suddenly the conversation shifts in a way she never asked for. But behind the viral headlines and exaggerated claims, there's a much deeper story hiding in plain sight, one that says more about us than it ever did about her. Because when you hear a title like this, your mind is pulled into curiosity, maybe even assumption. But what if the truth isn't about size at all? What if it's about perception, pressure, and the way fame distorts reality over time? Today, you're not just hearing a story about a public figure. You're stepping into the complicated world of how celebrity image becomes something the internet tries to measure, judge, and often misunderstand. Carol Vorderman has spent decades in the public eye. From her breakthrough on Countdown to becoming one of the most recognizable faces on UK television, she built a reputation based on intelligence, charisma, and confidence. But fame has a strange habit. It doesn't freeze you in time. It magnifies every detail, every change, every photo captured at the wrong moment or the perfect angle. And once that happens, narratives begin to form that have little to do with reality. As social media grew, so did the obsession with celebrity appearances. Screenshots are zoomed, images are slowed down, and ordinary moments are turned into viral debates. Suddenly, the conversation isn't about who someone is, but how they look in a split second. And Carol, like many women in the spotlight, found herself pulled into that unpredictable storm where perception often outweighs truth. But here's what most people miss. Much of what circulates online is not grounded in fact. It's shaped by lighting, clothing, posture, and the endless reinterpretation of images shared and reshared out of context. Even more importantly, it ignores the reality of aging in public, where every year of life becomes a headline instead of a natural human journey. How fair is it, really, to freeze someone in a digital comparison they never agreed to? Behind the viral curiosity lies something deeper: discipline, self-care, and confidence that has nothing to do with speculation. Carol has often spoken in broader interviews about fitness, routine, and maintaining mental strength in an industry that constantly judges appearance. That resilience is rarely the focus, yet it's the foundation of her long-standing public presence. And this is where the emotional tension builds. Because while the internet debates details that don't truly matter, the real story is about how easily we reduce complex people into simple conversations. What gets lost in that process? Respect, context, humanity. So when you strip away the noise, what remains isn't a question of measurement, it's a lesson in perception. The same image can tell 1,000 different stories depending on who is looking and what they want to see. And maybe the real reflection here isn't about celebrity bodies at all, but about our own habit of turning people into headlines instead of understanding them as human beings. In the end, the story doesn't ask you to agree or disagree. It asks you to look again. Not at the image, but at the impulse behind the interpretation. Because sometimes the most revealing thing isn't what we think we see, but why we're so quick to believe it in the first place.